and welcome to the Clearwater Corps. We're glad you've chosen to worship with us today. 48 years ago, they designated a Sunday that was to be Earth Day. And it's interesting as we celebrate that today, Earth Day, and realize that, truthfully, this was all established back in the very beginning. When God said, let us create, and He created, and then He said to man, subdue it. We have a responsibility for this planet that we live on. And so on this Earth Day, when we gather, we know as believers, as Christians, we have that responsibility. So, as today, when you leave this place, think about this planet that God has given us and the privilege we have to live on it on this Earth Day. Now, we also welcome you on this Men's Sunday and welcome the participants from the Men's Fellowship Club as we worship today. When you look through the source and review the items there, you'll be reminded of all the things that are taking place, the regular schedule for this week, but also be reminded that there are a couple of things that are added to the schedule. Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, will be our Friends and Soldiers meeting. Come join us and get an update on what's happening in your Corps from our Corps officers and all that's taking place here. And then next Sunday, following the Holiness meeting, will be a memorial service for beloved member Jack Smith. Light lunch will be served, and the service will be at 1:30, and all are invited to be a part of that celebration, that memorial service next Sunday. So please continue to remember Jean and the family in your prayers this week in the loss of Jack, beloved member of this Corps. Please note the upcoming events. Make plans to attend them. If you haven't seen the May issue of the War Cry, you need to take a look at it. So, because it talks about the Salvation Army 101. And the lead article is by one of our Clearwater soldiers, Commissioner Bob Thompson. So, a wonderful issue. And if you want to just refresh you on who we are and why we do the things that we do, then pick up a copy of this May issue of the War Cry. It is excellent. I encourage you, once again, just to look at those on our prayer list and be mindful of them, and to remember the women of the Corps who are finishing up women's camp today. And they'll be traveling back home. Many of them will be making decisions to one, follow Christ or to follow Him greater. So keep the women in your prayers today as they return home and as they travel across this division. And that's always a joy to have visitors. So if this is your first time to worship with us, or if it's been a while since you've been here, we're going to invite you to stand, and one of our ushers will bring a microphone, and we'd like for you just to introduce yourself this morning and tell us where you're from. So if you're a visitor this morning, please stand.
Thank you. My name's Hugh Ferguson, Lorraine Baird, and my niece, and I forget her first name, Maureen and Gord. This is our first winter. We're from Ajax, Ontario, Canada. This is our first winter coming to the Citadel, and I must say it's the happiest and most welcoming place we've been. We used to go to a lot of churches, with a special mention to Minnie at the front door. She's a wonder out there. She lets you in and greets you with a smile, and she won't let you out until the service is over. So she's good. Thank you.
Amen. Welcome. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, my name's Leslie. I'm here to watch my son get enrolled this morning.
Amen.
From Ellington. Okay, thank you.
There's a whole family with John this morning as he gets enrolled, and we welcome all of you. All right. Yes.
Hello, my name is Krista Ossewaarde. I'm here with my husband, and we have chosen to be in Florida in a few weeks because we celebrate 50 years of marriage.
Amen. Wonderful.
And we will have a very nice week. Our children and grandchildren will come next week, and we are going with them to Orlando. We are here because 7 years ago we were here. I'm Salvationist. I'm envoy in Utrecht in the Netherlands. And we were here because we remember your Corps as a warm bath, and we were blessed by the meeting then, and we hope we will be blessed this morning too.
Amen. Amen.
Good morning. My name is Chris Heavenor. I'm a repeat visitor from Massachusetts, a soldier at the Lowell Corps with my family, and I'm here visiting my mom and dad, Joe and Gladys DeMichael.
Amen.
I'm Eunice Payton from the Fulton Heights Corps in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Lovely visiting again. I'm related to Greg and Susan Payton. Whether they admit it or not, I don't know, but I am.
Let's welcome our guests this morning and visitors. Anytime you're in the area, we'd invite you to come and worship with us. It's good to have you.